Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It really is good to have you here. I created a cookbook out of recipes I had collected over the years. I named my cookbook My Random Recipes. I'm sharing my recipes with you here, beginning with the appetizers. Today's recipe is Mexican bean dip. I honestly don't remember where I got this recipe or from who. It is a bit unusual in how it has me combining the ingredients, at least by today's standards. I will prepare the recipe as the recipe says to do, but I am going to double the quantity because it looks pretty small, and I will be taking this with me to work tomorrow. So I'll be meeting you over at the stove in a moment, and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm over at my stove. So we are going to be browning some hamburger. We're starting off with, this is a half a cup of chopped onion, just regular onion. So I'll drop this in here, and let me get the hamburger. This is 85-15. I'll kind of break it up a little bit. This recipe originally called for obviously half the quantity, so a half pound of hamburger and a half a cup of onions, but the onions are split into two parts. So there's a half cooked in, and there's a half of them are sprinkled on top after the hamburger's cooked. For me, I'm using 1 full cup of onions. So a half cup is in the frying pan, and another half cup is waiting to be used. I'll tip this down. So this is not exactly rocket science. This is just browning hamburger. So I'm actually going to pause my camera. I don't suppose you really need to watch me brown my hamburger, and I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so I browned the hamburger. Nothing too special about that. It says to put it into a baking dish. I'm also making a miniature version for myself. This will be my sample. This will go in with me to work tomorrow. So we combine salsa, which this is a half a cup of salsa. Also, just so you know, I browned the hamburger. I used about 2 tablespoons of oil, then I drain the oil. So we stir that in. Alright, and then we put in chili powder. This is 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Again, I'm going to give it a stir. Next, we have the refried beans. It does call for a half a teaspoon of salt, or it would be a full teaspoon for the recipe, but there is salt in the beans, there's salt in the cheese, there's salt in the salsa. There's going to be salt in the olives, so I think we have enough salt. These are just canned refried beans. I'm supposed to combine that. So we've got this pretty well combined. And now, this is where it seems unusual to me. We top it with cheese. So this is 1 cup of shredded cheddar. See, it kind of reminiscent of like a 7-layer dip, but this is not layered as much. Then we use another half cup of chopped onions. These are just yellow onion. This is 1 small can, or it's a half a cup of black olive. Okay, so now, this gets baked in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to chip this down so you can see what I'm looking at. So this is the little one. This is mine. And this is the big one. I just took this out of the oven. I let this one, the small one, I baked for about 20 minutes. It's supposed to go a total of 30, but because it's so small, I wanted to check it at 20, so it was about right. Then I let this one go the additional 10. Now you're supposed to top it with lettuce, tomato, and avocado if you want. Now I'm not going to top this one because it's going to be used tomorrow, and any toppings I put on it now are going to end up wilted. I will do this one though. So I got my dip. Okay, and I've got some lettuce, some shreds, and a little bit of tomato. And now it does say to use avocado, but the minute you start using it, it immediately starts going bad. So I like these little guacamoles. So they're single serve, so they're a nice little size. And if I do end up not using the whole thing, at least I don't feel like I've wasted an entire avocado or an entire tub of guacamole. It doesn't say to use sour cream, and what's Mexican without a little sour cream? These are Tostito scoops. Use them in dips. They're not going to break as easily. Okay, so I'm going to tip this. We'll do a scoop and see how this all turns out. Okay, so I'll get in here. Need a spoon to get in there a little better. A little bit of lettuce on top. Okay, let's tip this up so you can see me, see my reaction. Whoops. It has a little bit of heat to it. Not much. It's actually a little mild for my taste. I think I would like it a little bit zestier. Let's see if I can get other parts of it, like maybe some of the tomato, some of the olive. There's definitely a chunk of cheese there. It is a little bit mild for my taste. I think I would like it a little bit zestier. I think if I were going to make it again, I think I would use taco seasoning instead of just chili powder. The chili powder is kind of just one note. I think I would rather have a little bit of cumin in there maybe, and I don't know, maybe some garlic, because there's no garlic in that. I mean, it's not bad. It's just a little bit underwhelming for me. So, well, this is the last of my dips. In fact, it is the last of the meat recipes. In fact, I only have 2 more appetizer recipes left to go when I'm done with the appetizer series. The next 2 are going to be spreads. When I began this channel, I said that I would commit to working my way through the appetizers, which I've pretty much done. But don't worry, I'm not going to give up making videos anytime too soon. I really do kind of enjoy it, and I don't see giving that up anytime in the foreseeable future. I do want to say a special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and all of those who watch my videos. You're what's making this fun, so I actually am kind of enjoying this. So do please comment, like, share, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Also, thank you for joining me on a journey, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you. Bye.